Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode, yet again, of Making My Sister Play Dating Sims. I'm Nathan,
I'm Kaylin.
and we're back with another episode of Ace Academy.
Yeah. So last
And
time we got Kaori to kind of calm down, and she's starting to make up with May. Seems like.
yeah, we all kind of had a decent conversation, it sounds like, so.
Yeah. And let's see what else.
We pretty much, we hung out with Bruce, man.
We hung out with Sho, and we met his brosif. Well, no, his brother,
His older brother.
who he seems like real awkward and kind of suspicious of. It's kind of a weird dynamic they've got going on there.
And we went home, went to bed, where we woke up in the morning, and now we are being called by our favorite blonde bombshell
Our
babe.
favorite blonde bombshell. We were making fun of that phrase earlier.
Yep.
It's Valerie.
Hello?
I've got a surprise for you. Come to the hangar.
What is... She hung up.
Isn't it? It's like a Saturday too, isn't it?
Of course she hung up. I guess I better go see what's up.
It's a surprise. She's not going to tell you.
After I swipe myself into the hangar, I make a beeline for Eagle. Valerie is perched in front of my terminal, but jumps up once she sees me. She moves from the terminal and gestures for me to sit.
Voila!
I stare at the scrolling code on the screen. She's gotta stop acting like I can read this stuff. What is this?
It's a manual documentation. It needs to be cleaned up before it can be fully understood, though.
So you called me over to show me something that's not complete? Valerie crosses her arms.
I thought you'd be able to appreciate the magnitude of this discovery.
I'm not trying to downplay the importance of this.
Besides, my script is parsing it as we speak. It'll be done in a few minutes.
We wait patiently for her program to finish running. I watch as she keeps an eye on her script. She's confident in her program, yet keeps glancing at it, exposing the eagerness beneath her calm demeanor. I can't help but wonder, how did you get into engineering?
Girls can't be engineers.
That is not what I said. Valerie laughs.
It's like a puzzle.
What?
Taking things apart and putting it back together, finding new ways to piece everything together to make it a better product. The possibilities are endless, even if we can't see all the solutions just yet.
And you just discovered that by accident? She shrugs and becomes strangely aloof.
Things broke around the house a lot. If I didn't fix it, then it would be broken forever.
Why not just buy a new one?
It always worked fine once fixed. Why spend that extra money?
Good point.
She reminds me of me.
Yeah, actually.
I'll fix an old toaster,
Yep.
because...
Why spend the extra money when you could just fix the old one?
But why did you have to fix it? Why not your parents? She frowns in disdain.
My mom couldn't be bothered with things like that. If the computer broke, she'd pretend the problem didn't exist until she needed to use it. Then she'd go and buy a new one because she needed to use it immediately. Money was always tight, and that's why I started trying to fix things. The first thing I ever properly fixed was my bike. I was 15, and my neighbor at the time was a young woman at university. She helped me fix it, and when she learned I was interested in this stuff, she gave me a bunch of how-to books for my birthday.
Sweet. Guess I was lucky that my dad was pretty handy. He taught me how to take care of my things. Valerie grins playfully.
Could have fooled me. Eagle's always a little worse for wear by the time he gets to me. Isn't that right, Eagle?
She coos affectionately at my gear. That it's not a puppy.
Stop flirting with the gear.
A sharp beep interrupts our conversation. Valerie whips back towards the screen.
It's done.
Valerie and I both lean in to get a better look at the screen. I turn my head to ask her a question when her hair brushes my cheek. It's soft and smells like flowers. Hadn't realized how close we were to each other until now.
I can see the shoujo manga background and like the sparkles and flowers blooming.
Valerie is too focused on the screen to notice. Her slender fingers dance along the keyboard.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense.
What makes a lot of sense?
Why your core only activated that one time? The function of the core was set to debug mode with a single run instance.
English, please?
The overdrive mode was meant to be used for testing purposes, so it was set to only activate once.
What does that mean?
It means if we can figure out how to change this setting and find out the parameters of activation, you could use the overdrive mode on demand.
My eyes widen as I consider the possibilities.
Having Super Saiyan mech all the time.
All the time. Are you serious?
Yeah! In theory, anyway.
I say that all the time.
In theory, anyway.
In theory, anyway. It ought to work. She squints at the code.
That's not even the best part. Here are blueprints with algorithms and formulas.
Well, what do they say? Valerie puts a finger to her lip.
It seems to be incomplete, but we might be able to use this and a bit of reverse engineering to fill in the gaps. If we can figure this out, we can understand the details of the core.
Good stuff. If only women came with a manual too. Can we have it ready for the next match?
Oh, wow. Some of these answers just get great. I feel like they were trying a little too hard to come up with.
The comedic ones.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a betrayal of my gender if I said this one. So I'm just gonna say good stuff. Pretend to be enthusiastic here.
You're kind of amazing. She grins.
About time you noticed.
No. Why did Dad include this function for my core? And why didn't he tell me? So many questions and too few of answers. Let's keep this a secret.
A secret?
Yeah, there's no point in getting the team's hopes up when we don't even know if this will work. Plus, I don't need anyone snooping around my gear.
Anyone else snooping around my gear, I mean.
I look pointedly at Valerie. She smiles innocently.
What? That's what brought us together. Are you saying you wish you'd never met me?
Of course not. But one Valerie is more than enough. She smirks.
Don't I feel special?
Valerie gets to work and I watch her for a while. She's working too fast for me to comprehend what she's doing, and I don't want to interrupt her groove to explain it to me. After a few minutes, she glances back at me.
You really do like to watch, don't you?
Huh?
First it was Sho and Mayu at the beach, now me.
I didn't watch them. Her eyes sparkle.
So you just like watching me then? Too bad this isn't that interesting.
After saying goodbye, I leave her to do her thing.
You do you, Valerie.
I've still got some time before I head home tonight. What do I feel like doing?
Valerie.
Apparently we just feel like...
Valerie's what I feel like doing.
As...
The way it was phrased.
Yep. Yep, I know. Still. Terrible phrasing, guys. Terrible phrasing. I wonder what Valerie's up to. I dial her number and wait for her to answer.
Hello?
Hey, Valerie. You busy?
Yeah, I'm about to go meet a friend for some coffee.
Oh, anyone I know?
It's you, silly.
Oh,
I'll meet you at the cafe, in front of the bookstore.
sounds like a plan. I'll see you in a bit.
Au revoir.
Oh, Shaman speaks of French. Oh,
Uh-huh.
I make my way to the cafe. Valerie is waiting for me in a booth by the time I arrive.
It's rude to keep a lady waiting.
I'm sorry. You, a lady? Ha! Stare her down.
Come on.
Let's pick on her a little bit.
And it's a good thing there are no ladies here. I certainly wouldn't want her to wait. Valerie pouts.
What am I if not a lady?
You're indescribable. She raises an eyebrow.
Indescribable. As in?
As in, indescribable? After a moment, she shrugs.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's probably for the best.
Have you ordered yet?
No, I was waiting for a certain someone to get their butt over here.
So what I'm hearing is you want to see my butt. Valerie smirks.
Give me a twirl then.
Change the topic. I put the Maximus in Gluteus Maximus. I won't fall for your objectification.
Wow.
Let's play all offended.
Sure.
I will not be ogled.
I don't have to be...
I don't have to.
I don't have to because I'm more than just my body. Valerie smirks.
Sounds like someone skipped their squats at the gym and is embarrassed.
I won't fall for that either. She pouts, but has trouble keeping a straight face. I flip open the menu and take a minute to read my options. Valerie and I both place our orders. Then she pulls out a pencil and sketchbook. What are you doing?
Not me, you.
Huh? She pushes the sketchbook towards me and grins playfully.
I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Oh, I can't believe we just went Titanic with this. Okay.
I can try. As you wish. I can try.
Okay. Pick up the pencil awkwardly. I don't even know where to start. I'm not very good at drawing. I haven't really done this before.
That's okay. I'll help you since it's your first time.
Can't believe she just used that line.
Mm-hmm.
She leans onto the table, rests her chin in her hands, and flashes me a warm smile. Taking this as my cue to start drawing, I clumsily trace the pencil around the page. As hard as I try, my uncoordinated fingers cannot illustrate what my eyes see.
Are you done yet?
Valerie speaks through her teeth, trying not to disturb her pose. No. I continue to sketch. After a few minutes, Valerie tries again.
How about now?
Still no. She waits another couple of minutes.
Now?
Calm down, it'll be done when it's done. She sighs heavily.
The things I have to do for you.
In case you forgot, you're the one who asked me to draw you. You can't rush these things.
You don't rush an artist. You don't rush a miracle man either. You get rotten miracles.
Get rotten miracles.
Shouldn't you be concentrating? What are you doing talking to me?
You are the one talking to me.
If you spent more time on your drawing and less time blaming me for things, you'd be done by now.
I glare at her. She winks before returning to her pose. We fall silent as I work on the drawing. Valerie stares confidently at me, never looking away when I glance up at her. For some reason, that makes me even more nervous. I push away my embarrassment and focus on her features. For all the times I've looked at her, I haven't really seen just how perfectly her features flow into each other. It's the first time I've noticed just how truly beautiful she is. My face flushes from the thought. Next time I glance up at Valerie, her smile looks more genuine. I know she saw me blush, and that makes me blush even more. After a few more minutes, I drop my pencil. Okay, done. Valerie breaks from her pose.
Let me see.
Pushing forward the sketchbook, I wonder if she'll like what that I drew.
With tiggle bitties. As accurately as possible. Like an ironing board.
Oh, man. Tickle bitty. Wow, people. Ugh. Lines in this are just so cheese-ridden. But they're great.
Yeah, they're great.
They're great.
Well, she said, draw me like one of your French girls, not like one of your anime girls. So, I will not draw her with tickle bitties. But I will draw her like an ironing board just to offend her, because I think it'd be funny.
She looks at my drawing and her eyes grow wide.
What is this?
She points accusingly at the page. A drawing?
Look closer.
Her finger points right to the chest.
I don't get it. This is an accurate representation. Boobs. Those are boobs.
Those are your breasts.
Really? Because I don't see any breasts there.
Her voice is louder than expected and attracts the attention of nearby patrons. She slowly sinks back into her chair as her cheeks turn red. At This is the first time I've seen her embarrassed.
Mission accomplished.
Picking up the pencil, I draw 2 circles over the chest and drawing. Happy now?
That looks dumb.
All the artists out there are cringing.
Despite her comment, there's a smile on her face. Valerie glances at the time and wrinkles her nose.
I've got class soon.
Well, we were focused on your face. Don't sound so excited about it.
It's not a fun one.
Which one is it?
Introduction to Art History.
Ooh boy. Don't you like art?
I do. And since I also like history, I thought this would be a good choice for one of my electives.
So why the disappointment?
Well, it turns out that although I like history and I like actually creating art, learning about other people creating art is not as fun.
So was watching me create art for you today not fun either? She smirks.
That doesn't count. I was part of the creative process.
That's true. She glances again at the time and gathers her things.
Okay, I've got to head out.
I nod. After we pay for our drinks, we head our separate ways, but not before I catch Valerie fondly sneak another peek at my drawing.
Our terrible, terrible drawing.
The house is quiet when I get home. Uncle Kaito is still working his crazy hour, and Nikki's probably still at her club. Stifling a yawn, I trudge upstairs. It's been a long day, and all I want to do is relax.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
As I pass by Nikki's room, I notice her door is closed. Huh. I guess she's home after all. I think nothing of it until I hear a deep, extremely male laugh behind Nikki's closed door. Nikki's giggle shortly follows. What is this? There's a boy in Nikki's room, and they're behind closed doors.
I'm picturing, you know, like when an anime, when someone suddenly comes to a realization and their eyes go totally white and it becomes like a comic page where just like the background is a single color. It's just BAM!
Yep.
Yep.
Not on my watch. I burst into her room.
Well, bam!
Nikki's eyes widen and her mouth drops. The boy twists to look at me from the chair beside the bed. There's a boy in your room!
What are you doing?
Who is this guy? Nikki leaps from the bed and tries to push me away, but I stay rooted to the ground. Is this Ken? I turn to the guy, ignoring Nikki pulling on my arm. Are you Ken? He freezes like a deer in the headlights and stammers out an affirmation.
Yes?
Ken Yen!
Ken Yen Kokan.
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 Leave him alone. We're just studying.
Studying. Is that what kids are calling it these days?
Yes? What? No! Studying as in studying!
She points to her bed. I take another look around the room. Nikki's bed is sprawled with books, tablets, and laptops. Ken is holding an open textbook in his lap, a look of pure terror on his face. I'm not fooled. I know underneath that good kid facade is just a demon waiting to pounce on my cute, innocent
Emoto.
Emoto.
Which means little sister.
Okay.
Yep.
Ken is in my class and we have an exam next week.
I glare at Ken, who cowers from my stare.
So, now that you know nothing weird is happening, get out!
I cross my arms. Actually, I think I'll stay and help you to study.
What?
Whatever you're learning now, I already studied.
Don't you have your own homework you can do? We're studying fine without you.
Are you sure about that? I think Ken here would appreciate the help.
Wouldn't
I
you,
glare
Ken?
at Ken, who gulps hard and nods.
Actually, it would be an honor to have the help of an ace pilot.
No, it wouldn't.
I narrow my eyes at Ken, very suspicious.
Got my eyes on you. Don't try anything silly. Move him out of the room. I mean, they're all kind of the same thing, but don't try anything silly.
Don't even think about it, Ben. didn't think it were possible, but Ben's eyes grew even wider. His gaze shifts helplessly to Nikki and back to me.
There's nothing happening. I'm not thinking anything.
Get out. I'm not going to fail my test because you're being a total weirdo.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I glare at Ken again. Just remember, whatever you're thinking of doing to her, I will do to you.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It's just math.
Twice.
Out.
Nikki shoves me out of the room. Door.
I know. We'll leave the door open so you stop being stupid.
Luckily, my room is across from Nikki's. I leave my door open too while I try to work on my assignments. I'm too distracted to focus as I strain to hear what they're talking about. Every so often I hear them repeat a math formula to compare answers on equations. Huh. Guess they really are studying. This time. Eventually I give up and watch videos on MeTube. After about 2 hours, Ken goes home. Nikki slams the door shut to her room. Sheesh, it's her problem. Now that I can finally focus again, I finish up my assignments and easily fall asleep afterwards.
Oh boy, brothers.
I wake up naturally for once and enjoy my chance to sleep in. Is this what it feels like to be rested? Why doesn't this happen every day? With a wide yawn, I pull my arms over my head to stretch, then throw back my comforter and hop out of bed. That one took forever to get out for some reason. My tablet flashes with a notification. I have an email. Curious. I open up the email and read it. It's from Dashu. They're hosting a promotional photo shoot and networking event tomorrow right before XZ's big concert. As all sponsored Dashu teams and individuals will be there. And after the shoot, we are welcome to stay for this concert.
For the concert.
For the concert. Wait, Dashu sponsors XZ? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Dashu might be breaking into the world of Mecha, but they're a huge name in the sports and entertainment industry. Still, XZ is a supremely popular pop star. His shows get sold out within minutes. There's no way I'm passing up such an opportunity. Well, I would, just because I'm not into pop stars, but you know.
But hey.
I quickly type out a response confirming my attendance. I'm positive everyone else on the team will go as well, if only for the chance to meet XZ. Grabbing my clothes for the day, I get changed, then go downstairs into the kitchen. Nobody's home again. It's like I live alone. Opening the fridge, I spot a covered plate left for me. I unwrap the foil and find oyakadan.
Sure.
Not a traditional breakfast, but delicious nonetheless. Nikki must have been practicing her recipes.
I'm actually not entirely sure what that is. I'm gonna look it up.
I dig in with gusto. After eating, I notice a note from Nikki. By the time you read this, Uncle Kaito and I will be at his cafe slaving away. Just kidding. He won't be slaving. But hopefully I will. Volunteer work experience for the win.
Okay, so oyakodon is it's a rice bowl with chicken and eggs and green onions, and then it's like simmered in soy sauce and stock.
Literally means parent and child.
Yeah, because it's chicken and eggs.
Chicken and eggs.
Yep.
Kill the parents and murder the children and make them into food.
That's how. Well, if you just kill the parents, then you have kids coming after you for revenge. This is a common knowledge.
Murder them all.
You just murder them all.
Make them into food. P.S. I spat in your food. Just kidding. No, I didn't. Or did I? Maybe if you were awake, you'd know. Wow, she actually wrote that. Sometimes I wonder about her. At least she's looking to gain some experience in the food or beverage industry. Working at the cafe will give her a lot of insight into what goes into running a restaurant. Guess that means I should decide on what to do today.
I wonder what Yuna's up to today. I have commitments to hang out with Sho and his brother. Just sleep in and skip my day.
Oh boy, commitments.
But we didn't actually make a commitment necessarily. He's like, it'd be cool if you came. But I am trying to get with Yuna, so let's Let's continue that.
Trying to get with Yuna.
Get with, yeah, air quotes.
Between the cooking club and improv class, hanging out with Yuna has been a blast. I wonder if she's up to anything new today. Pull out my phone and dial her number. It rings. A few times. Still going.
Hello?
Hey, Yuna.
Oh, hi. Sorry about the delay in picking up. I was working on something and left my phone upstairs.
Huh. Sorry if I'm interrupting.
It's okay. I'm just practicing my English.
English?
Yes.
Right,
A
because
few seconds of silence pass.
the idea is that they're actually speaking Japanese to each other
Yeah.
because they're in Japan, yeah.
I have a test coming up and coming for speaking.
I have a speaking test coming up would be the more natural way to say it.
Oh, I see. I thought it sounded a bit off.
Wrong button. Want to practice with me? Good luck with your studying. Want to practice with me?
Test is for conversation English. I can help out if you like. Yuna answers enthusiastically.
Really? You don't mind?
Not at all.
Then yes, I'd love your help.
I chuckle. You didn't even have to think about it first. Yuna laughs.
I was actually going to call you for help, but I figured you didn't want to spend your Saturday teaching me English. Especially when my speaking level is equivalent to that of a child.
That's my speaking level in Japanese, too, so I feel you.
I don't mind.
Thank you so much. Do you want to meet at the library?
On campus?
No, I was thinking of the one in Isokaze. We should both be pretty close to it.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see you soon.
Okay, see you there.
After hanging up, I searched directions to the library on my phone. It's only a short drive away. Good call, Yuna. I ready myself and head out. Once I'm nearby to the library, I'm impressed by the magnificence of the building. A lot larger than the one at Ace, and the outside architecture is reminiscent of the building style of 30 years ago. It's a great contrast amongst the more modern structures surrounding it. I can tell the library has a lot of history. I park my bike on the street and follow the path to the library. Path winds through a quaint park and luscious greenery and a small fountain.
It's an interesting fountain.
Food trucks park along the edges, offering tasty treats like ice cream and taiyaki. Before I enter the library, I shoot Yuna a quick text to let her know I'm here. She responds immediately, telling me to meet her on the second floor.
And yet it looks exactly like the library on campus. Inside, anyway.
The inside of the library is every bit as modern and reminiscent as the one at Ace.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me. Our modern facility is most comfortable and technically relevant. It's much more conducive to research. Yuna greets me at the top of the stairs.
You're here.
And not in a uniform for once.
Yeah.
I
I
nod.
managed to book us a private room so we can chat at a normal volume without disturbing anyone.
Sounds good to me. I follow her into the study room. Whereas the private study rooms at Ace also had the basic tables and chairs, this room has a touchscreen wall. Very nice.
Fancy.
Yuna's notes are already spread across the table. I'll admit I'm a little surprised you said you needed help with English speaking. After all, Hamlet is pretty advanced literature.
Hamlet.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I find reading and writing to be a lot easier to grasp because I have more time to think about what I want to say. Plus, I can review what I've already read or written to make sure I'm understanding everything correctly.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. She gives me a shaky smile.
But speaking doesn't offer that luxury. I feel like I'm put on the spot because I kind of am, and I have to respond quickly and correctly. It's really stressful.
Completely
Plus,
agree.
it's hard to pronounce everything right.
Yep.
I'm a little jealous by how well you speak Japanese, even though it's not your first language.
I use it all the time. I am kind of amazing, aren't I? Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, if you lived there, you'd use it all the time.
Nikki and I speak Japanese to each other at home. Plus, my mom used to only speak Japanese to us even when we were living in the States.
Oh, so you've had
Constant
Yep.
practice.
so you've had constant practice.
Yep. Anyway, how did you want to practice?
The exam will be formatted to simulate a conversation. So maybe we can just have a normal conversation?
Sounds good to me.
And unfortunately, we're out of time for this episode.
This one was getting so good.
I guess we could probably finish this conversation, maybe?
Yeah, we'll do it next time.
Okay, give us something to look forward to.
Oh.
Sounds good to me, as Arthur Pendragon would say.
Sounds good to me. Until next time, everybody, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the little notification icon, leave us a comment, let us know how horribly we are doing. And until next time, everyone,
Bye.
bye.